Hey folks, before the break we showed you the sustained winds. These are the wind gusts across the area. You're looking at 40 miles an hour. Raymondville, Harlingen, Port Isabel. That's the momentary or brief gust of wind. When it gets a little stronger, you feel it when you're standing out there. All of a sudden it just gets stronger for a few seconds and goes back down. That's your wind gust. 38 in McAllen, 35 in Edinburgh, and 38 in Brownsville. Future track suggests that by the time we get to midnight tonight, winds are out of the southeast, but you start to lose some of this bright yellow up into the orange. We're down to more bluish tones, so you're looking at maybe 15 miles an hour instead of 30 to 40. Then you get into tomorrow morning. This is 8 a.m. and the winds are relatively light in the western part of the valley, but you're already getting into the yellows up here around 20 in the coastal counties. And by afternoon, you notice the coastal counties still very windy, 20 to 30 miles an hour. Not quite so gusty way out west, maybe 15 miles an hour in Starr County. So certainly windier in the coastal counties than inland tomorrow. Then tomorrow night, winds go pretty calm. By the time you get to Wednesday morning, you're looking at no more than about 10, maybe 15 miles an hour at most. Doesn't pick up quite as much on Wednesday. Gets a little bit gusty, maybe to 20, but that's about it. And then Wednesday night, we continue with that light southeasterly wind. So tomorrow, windy like today. Less wind on Wednesday, but still a little bit of a breeze out there. Temperature-wise, look at Rio Grande City, 94 right now. McAllen's 86, 81 in both Raymondville and Harlingen. Same thing in Port Isabel. Brownsville checks in at 83. Overnight tonight, our low temperatures, the coolest it's going to get, in the mid-70s. The normal high is not much warmer than that, so we won't get very cool tonight at all. About 68 at the beach, and then tomorrow back up in the upper 80s to 90 in the west, 76 at the beach. I think there's going to be too much wind for any serious fog tonight, so that probably not as much of a problem. The next 3 days, it's kind of stuck, 87, 87, 87, and if there was a 5-day graph here, it would have 87s again because we don't see it changing until the next front potential, let's call it that, sometime over the weekend. We've had 3 in a row now that have been forecast to come through and stop before they got here, including the one that's going to impact Texas this week. Here's Future Track, and it suggests that there could be a brief shower overnight. Slight chance for a shower or a thunder shower, but then tomorrow it's that mix of clouds and sun again, and then Thursday, or Wednesday rather, same thing, and Wednesday not quite as windy. You notice little green splotches showing up. There's going to be a front stalled just north of us. That will be the focal point for rain development, but a vast majority of that rain should stay north. So we're going 30, 20, 30 the next 3 days. A slight chance for showers, which is more than we've seen, but at least there is a chance in the forecast. So across the valley tonight, we're going to bottom out in the low to mid 70s, mostly cloudy, rather breezy and very mild. Again, your winds out of the south-southeast about 10 to 15. Tomorrow back in the mid 80s, partly cloudy skies, windy and warm, south-southeasterly winds at 12 to 25. Temperatures stay in the 80s through most of the forecast period. Over the weekend, another front gets close, but again, like the last 3 fronts, confidence is not real high just yet, but at least there's potential for a slight cool down with the front over the weekend. That's your updated First Warn 5 forecast.